After the success of Chandrayaan-3, ISRO is now preparing for its next major mission. It's the Aditya-L1 mission, which is, of course, going to take it 1.5 million kilometers from Earth to the Lagrange point, where it will orbit to study the sun. Let me, in fact, even go across right now to Meenakshi, my colleague, who will take us through the latest tweet that's been put out by ISRO. Yes, Meenakshi.
Absolutely, Siddharth. The day many of us had been eagerly waiting for is finally here, and this is a tweet which has been put out by ISRO. I'm just going to read it verbatim. Of course, as you rightly said, the excitement is very high when we speak of the launch of Aditya-L1 mission. Now, this is going to be the first space-based Indian observatory which is going to study the sun, and now ISRO has put out the date of the launch of Aditya-L1. The date is September 2nd, 2023. That's a confirmation coming from ISRO's side, and the launch is going to be at 1100 hours IST from Sriharikota. Also, of course, ISRO has invited all the citizens to witness this launch from the launch view gallery at Sriharikota. The registration ID is also mentioned here, and the commencement of registration is also going to be announced at this spot itself. Also, there are some pictures which have been tweeted out by ISRO. Let's show them to our viewers, because again, these are the details about the Aditya-L1 mission, the solar exploration, something which India is attempting, as you rightly said, after the success of Chandrayaan-3. The distance 1.5 million kilometers from Earth, 4 times faster than the moon. The spacecraft, of course, is going to be space-based observatory class solar probe, and that really is the intention now. What is going to be the deployed view and what it's going to be, what it's going to look like. This is going to be the look of the Aditya-L1 spacecraft, the deployed view and the stored view, as you can see in the picture. And as we speak, by the minute, of course, one retweet is happening, so one can imagine the type of excitement for the same, Siddharth. So this is a tweet which has been put out by ISRO. The time and the date of the launch of Aditya-L1 mission finally put out by ISRO today.
Yes, book your seats. It's the 2nd of September 2023 at 11:50 a.m. Let me take this across to Deepak Bopanna as well, who, of course, had been monitoring the progress of the Chandrayaan-3 mission with the ISRO scientists. Deepak, the excitement of Chandrayaan-3 is yet to die down, and even before that happens, we have the announcement that the Aditya-L1 mission will be launched on the 2nd of September this year at 11:50 a.m. So that's Saturday that we're talking about. Also, it would take approximately 100 days once the launch is concluded for this particular mission to reach its destination, which is the Lagrange point. Tell us a bit more about this.
Well, Siddharth, ISRO, the scientists at ISRO, of course, have helped India conquer the moon, and now they're aiming for the sun. The Aditya mission has been in the pipeline for quite some time now, and it looks like it is going to finally materialize. 2nd of September, like you mentioned, is the date that they have announced. The PSLV XL, that's the rocket that's going to be used this time around to reach the sun. It is quite a distance, so there is, of course, a lot of challenges that are involved, slight modifications, of course, in the PSLV that have been made to ensure that this mission would be made possible, be it solar heating, the magnetic fields around the sun, and various other aspects, of course, are going to be studied. Initially, of course, in 2008, this proposal was made to study the sun. There were a lot of challenges involved, of course, and finally things are materializing. On the 2nd, we can witness this launch at Sriharikota is the information that ISRO has just put out, and of course a big day once again for space enthusiasts across the world, and of course Indians to look forward to as ISRO gears up for yet another major journey across the space.
And Deepak,